Hey, this is Roger Moore, Moore's VW Garage. Hey, I haven't talked to you guys in a long time. I've been doing a lot of work around here on Volkswagens, of course. So that's taking a lot of my time up. And, you know, my videos are really just for people and friends and stuff. So it's not like, you know, I do this for any money or anything like that. I don't have too many subscribers, but you know, there's some. I think I have about 200 subscribers. It's pretty good. So since you guys have subscribed, I'm gonna do a new video. I got a cool project going on. Very honored about it, and I wanted to let you guys know about what I've been working on, and then current project, and then of course I think I'll do a couple more videos. A buddy of mine gave me the motivation and idea that I need to talk about some of the other things I've been doing because they're pretty cool, and I think you think, you know, if you like Volkswagens, then you'll think they're cool too. This is all unscripted. I don't have a speech or anything I talk about, but I kind of want to document the this engine I've been working on. You guys saw it last year a little bit, and when I first got it running, I was really excited about it. And at the time, I want to say I called it my GTV engine because it's using a lot of old late 60s, early 70s impy catalog type parts, such as like the 2-barrel carburetor with the chrome manifold that's going to single port engine. And it's got some impy little bits, impy air cleaner and stuff. But these are all old style, you know, these are like pre-71, pre-6, you know, I'd say before impy went to Mr. Bug. So this is all old school stuff. And then I got a little bit of new school stuff on it now. And then a little bit of legacy stuff. But I'll sit here and show you the motor here in a second. But I hope everyone's been doing good. I haven't talked, I don't think, this is my first video of the year, I believe. I think I did a year in review, last one. And so here we are in May, and haven't done a video since. And but I've been traveling, working, and of course slaving away in the garage here at a couple projects, which I'll give you a little, you know, a little taste. You can see what's in the back over my right shoulder here. That's a single cab, and then you know, you can see a little chassis right there. So we got some stuff going on, right? So here we go. All right, well, this is a motor that I showcased last year, and it has the an NOS Holley 2-barrel model 2110 bugs. It's called the AK bug spray carburetor. Now this is made in Detroit, Michigan. So I have buddy Merlin Tobacco. He lives in Michigan, and from the city that he's in Detroit. And of course it's topped off with a nice old school heavy metal, heavy chrome air cleaner. And this is if you look at the engine case number, we can zoom in on that. I'm trying to. It's kind of hard. But this is an H80 block. It's hard to really get in there, isn't it? So what does that mean, right? If it's an H0 block, it means it used to be a 67 1500 engine, right? So with the theme that it's a 67 motor, got the 67 generator on it. Alright, single port heads, 67 style. But I've upgraded it now, as you can see. It's using this Sidewinder Meyers Manx Sidewinder exhaust. It's a remastered exhaust from his original design. Quite the exhaust system. Very nice. To start it, got a little empty bit in there. A little brass three-way. Of course, this has got that California from Midway City, California, Hayes Stinger Ignition on it. Comes with a coil. Now, just so you guys know, I got some blue wires here, but I will tell you, they are stranded, and I got Bosch tips on them. So they work pretty good. I like the ones that grab onto the threads of the spark plugs. Okay, so we're chrome fuel pump, just stock little fuel pump, but it works because it's got the output shooting up, and it's so tall, and that fuel input is on the back side. But that's kind of the way I like it. Plus the throttle is so damn close to the distributor here, so that's the way it was. So really, if you run any lines in there or anything like that, you might risk some kind of rubbing. I've got these kind of pulled away, these plug wires, so I think we're going to be okay once I get a throttle cable and a barrel nut in there. Anyway, she's all tuned up again, and showing you all the details. Ground wires, loomed wire, deflector tins. So these deflector tins are really heavy duty. I mean, they're solid. Go up to the manifold nut, and they're really strong. I mean, that's thicker than the floor pan of the car. Thicker than the floor pan of the car. Got some powder coated stock valve covers. Man, I tell you, nothing like stock. They ain't leaking. Nothing's leaking. Those bales are nice German bales, and little 1600 engine doesn't really need anything too much. I just want a nice dry engine. I don't want anything leaking. I got all kinds of valve covers I could put on this thing, but decided I don't want to put anything too fancy. As far as I say fancy, but anything too not period correct. But and there's a couple things, obviously. Remaster exhaust is modeled after an early thing, and then as Merlin had pointed out, I'm using a newer style generator strap. It's a stainless steel one, but I'll probably change it over time, put an original one, get it cleaned up. I just don't have a good looking one yet, and I didn't want to just paint one. I'm going to end up having it powder coated. So this shroud I got is blasted and powder coated. It's off the VW Thing 1973 model, I think it was. And so it's got the doghouse cooler. It's got the larger fan, of course. Got the little rubber plug in there. Got my little, my throttle tube coming through with some, I used to just put a clamp on it, but now I put a hose and a clamp because sometimes this will loosen up and it'll still shake loose. So I put this rubber around it. That's the blue fluid line from a late model Bug. Of course, being a 67, I've ran, and of course I'm using a solid state voltage regulator, and I mounted it back here with some rubber isolators. I got it grounded. This is a ground wire. I'm going to cover it so you don't see that color, but got a brown wire up here. But yeah, so there's your voltage regulator, your output, which is regulated 12 or maybe 13.7. Coming out here, of course, that's going to the starter, and my exciter wire that comes from the light from the car. Everything is working real good. Of course, I have done riv nuts, back of shroud. These are metric, and I've done that same thing here. Got a little rubber insulator on this Hayes Stinger Smart Box, which you gotta have for this system. Using a Sachs standard pressure plate with a Sachs spring style clutch disc, all factory soft stuff, so you know I'm not going to be pulling any wheelies or anything with it. This is just a little stock engine, but it runs really good. As you can see, it's pretty smart looking, right? Got me a little Meyers Manx emblem up here. And it's so you know, I was looking at all the, so I use a little chrome, you know, chrome back plate, put that little Holley sticker in there, and you know, chrome manifolds here. So I went ahead and did a chrome oil fill, and a chrome style imported fuel pump. Of course, I like the way it was coming out, and then you know, a little chrome at the top here, of course, exhaust. So I think it has a good look to it. And of course, my checker, this is my favorite one. It's the best one. I think all checker belts I do will be just like this. And then down below, which is a little hard to see, but that is a stock pulley with an empty dress up cover, and then I did a degree ring on it, and it looks choice. I mean, they actually sold some with the degree ring, and then they sold some without it. And I'll tell you, I have some NOS stuff here. This is what I'm talking about. So this is a 12 volt style one, and of course they had a 6 volt one here too. But yeah, so this is one without the degree ring on it. But I found a degree ring for sale, and I bought it, and it fits beautiful. And anyways, you know, there's some of my other stuff in the wall. It's my little Meyers Manx stuff going on here. The exhaust system came with a cool little wrench. It's got a little Meyers Manx logo on it. The beer bottle cap opener, and a 10mm at one end. And my painter for my car gave me that little car. And it's kind of a cool item. I know Merlin, you probably remember that, because I got that when I was up in Detroit. So let's start her up and see what she's doing. Okay, so we'll go ahead and give her some power. And my light's kind of flaky. All right, give her a little gas, and let's see. Give her a little more gas. Huh. Had it running earlier. Let's see here. Make sure I got good fuel flow. Let me tighten up my, I knew that's going to be hot. Come over here and grab a rag. My whole engine stand's turning, so I guess I need to tighten this up. Interesting. Alright. Engine's got a lot of compression. Here we go. Alright. Let me hit this up here with a wrench too. Alright. Okay, let's do that again. Goes to a little warm-up cycle. Pop open a Fresca while we're waiting on this. Some critics out there about the Holley bug spray, and I would say probably over time, that when they get old, these bug spray carburetors are probably they need rebuilding and stuff. But this one being a brand new one, and all I did was clean it, really been pretty happy. And it seems to be jetted properly for this engine. It doesn't load up like I've seen before in other carburetors I've had, the 2 barrels, when they weren't jetted properly, and I sit there and listen to it idle. I would notice that it just you could tell it was loading down, loading up. It was getting really carbony, and I can hit it here. It's been sitting here idling for about a minute or two, right? So usually when something's been jetted that's running really rich, you know, it will be quite unresponsive until you start getting it burning some of that carbon out of the cylinders, because, you know, as everything's being caked up in there because too much gas being dumped in there. But watch this. See what I'm saying? It does, the carburetor does behave a little differently than a Solex, that's for sure. But I think it's great. I think it's going to be great. It's just what I need for a 1968 Meyers Manx, which is what I own now. I bought that last year, and it's at the paint shop. And this is the chassis that's going on. Just got finished doing that, and this is going to get mounted on the back of it here tonight, and I'll finish up the rest of the charging wire and everything to the you know, I got a wasp starter on this one. You know, a local guy that rebuilt the transmission. It's got a 388 ring and pinion. It's a 67 long axle with short stubs, short flanges. So it's using a 6.5, 6.7 style brake and a wide 5. And I've done quite a bit here, all new mounts and everything. Using a Ross Wolf shift coupler. Yes, it's missing this plate, I know, but it's the way this chassis was, and I'm just going to deal with it for right now like that. Everything's adjusted up. The parking brakes, you know, they're already shortened and everything. I got a 12.5-inch MP shifter. I restored the original moon pedal that was on the chassis of the Meyers Manx initially. I've upgraded the disc brakes. I've upgraded the shocks all around with German Bilsteins. It's got the link pin front end from a 50s car. It's a 50s style steering box. These are the body support mounts that are mounted up on top of the beam there. And I've raptor lined the whole chassis. I had new pans when I bought this chassis. I just cleaned them up a little bit and then raptor lined it. Chassis comes from a 61. New braided ground strap for the. I'm gonna remember before I put in this engine, I gotta clean all this surface, because the engine needs that mating surface to transfer the ground. Otherwise, you'll have problems with grounding on the engine. And then I have some center lines on it right now, but the original wheels I have just got back my adapters and lug nuts. So I'm gonna put the original wheels on this chassis and save these center lines for another day. It may be running a little rich. I'm sitting here smelling a little bit. It is maybe running a little bit rich. Oh, I'll be running out of gas too. It's running a little rich. I'd rather be running rich than lean, and it's not running that rich. So, pretty happy with it. I'm looking forward to putting the throttle cable in here and seeing how that's going to work out. Back on the chassis, got throttle cable sitting here, And then of course I've shortened the clutch cable with this little short shift kit. Brand new clutch cable. Upgraded chromoly shaft, clutch pedal shaft. Restored that pedal assembly. Got a new spring on it. I still got to bend this tab down here. Holds the master cylinder piston there. Had the chassis in the garage for most of the time, but I had to take it out of the garage just to work on this motor. But man, she's a good running car. Dry as a bone. Real happy with it. Alright, well, we got about 26 minutes here. And I'll give you more updates on me and cars and Volkswagens in the near future. Maybe tomorrow, maybe I'll go through and tell you about the single cab. Single cab's still work in progress. And I do have Tony Woodard's car here. I got to do it before the weekend gets done. I got to check on a wheel bearing and yeah, we need to do a wheel bearing and windshield washer. Yeah, once the electric windshield washer retrograde. But oh, and here by the way is the original motor that was in the Meyers Manx. So it had a 67 generator in it. All right, I guess I could use this generator strap, give a little more of the original motor stuff to it. Of course, it had those deflector plates on it. I was using a vacuum van. It says I think it's a 205K actually. I might have that restored by Bill. Notice it has one of these older style. Actually, it's not the empty one. But it had a metal filter inline. Not using the right fuel lines, but actually, I think, you know, looking at it, especially when you see the shrouds, the fresh air has been deleted off it. You know, someone knew what they were doing. They put the voltage regulator in the back here too. You know, someone that knew VWs, and I would say there's a blue coil. And they did this back, you know, they put these the opposite way, but that's the way they used to do it. They used to put all these coils this way. But yeah, that's the original motor. So this one here is paying pretty good tribute to it, right? When you say? Yeah, I guess it is loading up a little bit. Let that run down and then I'll shut her off. Once the idle's down, I'll shut her off. I don't usually like shutting down the engines as soon as I rev them up. All right. Beautiful thing. Hope you enjoyed that. And we'll talk to you guys later. And be well, stay healthy. It's getting hot here in Texas, and shows are kicking up. There's a show this weekend I'm not going to. It's over in Houston. There's a couple of shows coming up, so maybe I'll get to one of them. Take one of the cars. I got the supercharged cars running good. I got the blue bus, blue bay window deluxe, and of course the orange racer. I got Josie, so I got, you know, and of course I'll have the Meyers Manx here before too long. I plan on taking it to a show, maybe just pulling it behind one of these buses and putting it in a show and selling some stuff, swap meet. That's what I was thinking of doing. All right, but you guys have a good one. Enjoy your Memorial Day, and remember all the wars that we've been in and the people that paid the ultimate sacrifice for this country. All right, God bless America, and have a good night. Bye-bye.